a regular episode of Weekly RECS. Well, let me tell you something. You done
And that's why we need a script.
Guys, it's the one and the only, the B-Man. And over here,
Crimson Chris.
and over there,
Kryptonite Kyle.
and we are here to recommend some comics for you today. So, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Kryptonite Kyle, what are you doing?
Yeah, Jules isn't here today.
What's up with that?
Jules is out of commission this week. He is at home conveniently playing FIFA.
The next 2 days.
For the next 2 days, he will be at home playing FIFA 14 and not working, not calling people, not showing up to Weekly RECS. So that's what happened. But it's okay, because we have the one and only Kryptonite Kyle with us today to do his reviews. And also, this is the first ever episode of Weekly RECS that features nothing Marvel.
Oh, nice. You know why that is?
Why is that?
You know why? Because Jules hated.
Jules hated.
He shouldn't hate.
He shouldn't hate it.
Yes.
So guys, we're going to start things off. We're going to get a little bad because there's a lot of evil going on in this episode. So to start things off, I'm going to give it a Crimson Chris.
Alright guys, since Jules hated, today the first DC review that I'm going to do is for Joker's Daughter issue 1. This is part of Villains Month, like most of the stuff that we're talking about tonight. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's very easy to pick up and read. The art is okay. The story, not that great. This is the first ever issue of a comic that I've read, that I've reviewed, that I can say, read it in the store. It's just not worth it.
Read it in the store.
Read it in the store, guys. It's just not worth it. The story isn't good enough. It doesn't capture you enough. It was much better when we met her in Catwoman. Issue, I believe, 23 is issue 23 Catwoman. We met Joker's daughter. It was really cool seeing her, but if this is her backstory, I don't need it in my life. I feel like I'm hating on Joker's daughter, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. My second quick pick of the week, guys, is going to be Secret Society issue 1, also from Villains Month, of course.
Nice.
This issue is actually pretty easy to pick up and read. If you know anything about the Secret Society, as long as you've read the Trinity War, that you can pick this issue up and you can read it and you know exactly what's going on. The art is actually really good. The writing is actually really, really good. I recommend it to anybody who cares about Owlman. His story in this is really great. Jeff Johns actually wrote it. I think Jeff Johns and Sterling Gates, the guy who was writing a lot of the early Vibe stories, is doing this, and it's just good. Don't go by the cover. The cover doesn't do it justice at all. They talk about Owlman's past, and it's wonderful. Read it. You see why their Joker, their Alfred, which is their Joker as well, is in this doing his thing. It makes a lot of sense. Pick it up in the singles. Read it, own it, collect it. And my last quick pick of the week, guys, also my favorite, is Man-Bat issue 1. If you guys have just watched any of my reviews from the past 3 months, you know how I feel about Man-Bat. This story is actually extremely easy to pick up and read. You can pick it up and go. You don't have to know much about the Man-Bat, if anything. The art is amazing. It's the same Man-Bat art that we've been getting for the past couple of months. The story just continues, but they give you a flashback of everything that's happened up until this point. It's very worth it. It's told as a journal from Dr. Langstrom, so it's really easy to just get into, to get the meat of it. And it's him trying to be a good guy, and you just see that it's Villains Month, and nobody's a good guy in Villains Month. So pick it up in the singles, own it, get it 3D. The cover is actually really good. I recommend it. It's great.
Perfecto. Come on, Kryptonite Kyle. What do you got?
All right. Following with the Villains Week as well, Parasite number 1. I would read it in the store as well. The art's all right. The story's also all right. It is extremely easy to read. The only thing that I like about this, and it's not just this, it's about all of these that we're reviewing of the Villains Month, is that they have a backstory. Like, we're actually getting their backstory, knowing where they come from, what makes them do what they do. And you don't get that a lot, especially when you focus on all the heroes, because any kind of other backstory, like sub-character, is always told in like a 6-part series, and you have to go to 18 different comic books to get the series anyway. But they did it all in this one, which is great, and all of these they did it, which is great. Again, read it in the store. It's just not that interesting to me.
Wow.
But the other one is really interesting to me. It's my favorite, and it is Doomsday number 1. It's really great. The art's really good. The story's also really good. And the reason I like the story a lot is because Doomsday winds up not only becoming a character that we know, but his past is pretty much, he's the boogeyman of Krypton. Like, General Zod had fought him before, and because of him fighting him before, spoiler alert, he is the monster in the stories that showed Krypton that they're not, that they're not invincible. They can pretty much die, which is amazing. Great story. Definitely pick it up in the singles. And that's it for my picks.
All right.
It's my turn for my quick picks. And I have also some Forever Evil stuff. I have Killer Croc over here. It's a real good book. I have to recommend it to you and pick it up. Basically just backstory on Killer Croc, and it gets real deep. Killer Croc is basically, as I will take from Kyle here, the boogeyman. Literally, it's like a straight up horror movie. In the sewer, there are a special team, and each one getting chopped up left and right. It's ridiculous. So I have to say, pick it up.
Villains Month is really brutal.
I know.
Yeah, I like it.
It's showing
like that Penguin last week that you did.
Penguin, Man-Bat's actually very brutal too.
Yeah.
Penguin and Cyborg Superman.
Cyborg Superman. Yeah. All right.
It's pretty hard.
So what's your next one?
My next one.
This your favorite?
This is my favorite. Yes, brothers. It is Bane. You gotta love it. I love this book. I love
Bane in the dark.
Exactly. He was molded by it.
I love it.
And in this one, he has a battleship. He's breaking people's backs left and right. It's like,
doesn't he kill some kid's dad?
Exactly. It's so sad. And then there's a little girl that tries to join him. And it's like, I'm just here to watch. I'm like, what is that? So he's just so awesome, and everybody wants to be around him. So I have to say, pick up Bane. Do not hesitate, brothers and sisters.
Would you recommend buying the 3D cover for it?
I would recommend highly buying the 3D cover. I don't know how you would get it. If it's sold out, you better go to eBay and buy this stuff.
All right.
I would too for the Doomsday. Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Doomsday.
All right.
Yes.
Well, with that said, guys, if you don't have the 3D cover of Man-Bat, what are you doing in your life? Just saying.
Exactly.
Playing FIFA.
Playing
Eating
FIFA
tacos.
and hating. That's what you're doing.
Exactly.
All right.
On the can.
So I guess we're done with the quick picks then.
It's time for us to do some trades. It's trades.
That's different. It's also a trade week.
Yeah.
No Marvel. No Marvel and a trade week all in the same week. That's perfect.
It's a special episode of Weekly. So to start it all off, what you got, Chris?
All right, guys. My trade back throwback of the week is called Danger Club. Danger Club is a book that I saw at my local comic shop, Comic City 2. I just saw it, saw the main cast on here, Image comic by the way. I looked at it and it just looked kind of cool, looked interesting, so I read it, and to give you guys the quickest lowdown I can about it, this is what happens. It's about in this world, all the superheroes have gone to space to stop the great evil, whatever that may be, and they didn't come back. So all their sidekicks are all that's left to save the world. And needless to say, some of the sidekicks that got a little too much power go a little crazy, and they start doing some things. But my favorite person in this book is obviously the guy right here on the front cover. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. But he looks a lot like the Tim Drake version of Robin. His name is Kid Vigilante. He's a beast, and he's like Robin, one of the only characters on this team that doesn't have a superpower, but he says that his superpower is always having a plan. And when you read this, you get to the last page, you see that he was not effing around. He has a plan for everything, and it's worth the read. It's very easy to pick up. The art is amazing. The colors are bright, but they're not too bright where it looks really, really cartoony. And a lot of the covers are super old school, like 50s comics old school. And it's really nice to see. I highly, highly, highly recommend picking it up. It's an Image comic, so you know it's brutal. Some people get their faces punched off, and I mean that literally. Pick that one up, guys. Obviously, you're picking it up in the trade. I highly, 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 highly recommend it. It's amazing.
How many times this guy's got to recommend it? If you don't pick this up,
if you don't pick it up, you don't like comics. We're just gonna say
you ain't about that life.
If you don't pick this comic up, you're playing FIFA and hating. That's what you're doing.
Yep. Exactly.
Yup.
So what you got for us, Kyle? That was actually recommended, by the way, by Gomer. Gomer from Comic City 2. We got to get you on the show one day, my man.
Welcome to Tranquility. This book is amazing, like really, really amazing.
Thank you, Gomer.
It's it's Wildstorm Comics. I don't really know too much that they've done, but
Never heard
this
of
one.
It's written by Gail Simone, isn't it?
Yeah, Gail
she
Simone.
She writes Batgirl, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, Chris's wife.
Yeah.
I love
But
Gail
Welcome
Simone.
to Tranquility is amazing. The reason I think it's amazing to me is because it kind of gives you that answer of what do superheroes do when they die? Like really, like it's this focuses on this town called Tranquility, and this town is inhabited by superheroes and supervillains that coexist together in this town. They're just old people living their lives, trying to get by like it's a normal town. And I thought it was a great look at that as to what happens to superheroes when they get too old. And I thought that that's how the story was going to go throughout, and it winds up taking a turn about a third to a half of the way through it, which makes it almost like The Watchmen, like someone's killing supers, you need to find out what's going on, and then by the end it throws in another twist that doesn't do anything except accentuate the second plot, which is someone's killing supers, but you kind of find out why someone's killing supers, and it's really good. It's a really good reveal. Great comic book, great characters. They kind of take from some of the characters from all over. Like one of the guys in here is kind of like Doctor Strange in a way, and another character's like Shazam, which is amazing. He's probably my favorite character in the book because he forgets his word, and throughout half of the book, all he's doing is looking through different dictionaries and saying words every single day until he finds the one word that he needs to say himself, and it's given to him. Not going to ruin this, but it's given to him by an unlikely person. Great book. If you get a chance, please read it. Please pick it up. Read anything that they do. It's amazing. It really keeps your interest.
All right. I no longer need an intro, so let us go right into it. The B-Man has it for you. Joker. This book right here, if you are a Joker fan, you're going to love it. It literally, it starts off with Joker just getting out of Arkham, and people try to get answers on how he got out, but they literally just throw that out of the window and they don't even care anymore. Mainly it's about a guy that he hires. His name is Johnny, and Johnny's trying to get in with the Joker and thinks that Joker is trying to be his friend, but it turns out not to be the best time of his entire life. Joker seems alright and seems fine and pretty cool, but he starts killing people.
He is the Joker.
Literally, he is the Joker. And also, Harley Quinn isn't Harley Quinn. She's a stripper. Instead,
that's a nice touch.
Yeah, instead of being a doctor, freaking, it's ridiculous. I don't get it. It throws me off real bad. I don't understand it. When I was looking at the book, I mean, he's just acting like a complete mobster. He's talking about how he wants to take back Gotham and stuff like that. It's like straight out of Dark Knight. Wow. So I won't spoil the ending. I won't. You just need to pick this up. You need to check it out.
So it's definitely worth it.
A highly recommendation from the B-Man. So check it out. Joker. It's for you.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. I guess that's it for today.
Yep, we only have a couple things to say. One is we'd like to say good night,
Elaine!
Definitely good night, Elaine. We love you more than Jules. All of us. He shouldn't have hated, right?
He shouldn't have hated. Shouldn't have hated.
What are you doing?
Should have taken his daily dose of act right.
Yes. But we'd like to thank Comic City 2 for supplying us with comics. Mark, thank you for being awesome.
And the
suggestions are awesome too. And Gomer, man, thanks once again, Gomer, coming through in the clutch, giving us something amazing. Welcome to Tranquility, which is just an amazing comic to read.
Is.
So, and it's written by Gail Simone. So, Gail Simone could write.
See, I'm not familiar with her work like
she does Batgirl.
This is really, really good.
Yeah, you would love Batgirl. You gotta read it.
Yes.
Yeah, like Gail Simone writes heavenly words for characters. That's
right. She's pretty. I don't want to touch her hair.
She is perfection. She is perfection.
She's writing perfection.
That's exactly.
But that's all for us, guys. Like I said, this was a special episode of Weekly RECS.
Also, guys, I see y'all giving us comments and whatnot on the Attack on Titan video. So keep them coming.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about
If you
that.
guys want more Attack on Titan videos, let us know.
It's coming. I feel like we need to do another one.
We need to do another
We
one.
done caught up, so
We're way caught up.
yeah. So
So-
Attack is coming.
Yeah.
More Attack.
Attack on the viewers through Titan reviews.
Also,
that's how it's gonna be.
Also, there will be verses, weekly verses.
That's
we
coming up.
will have the debate whether Pacific Rim or Star Trek.
Pacific Rim, I'm just saying.
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Pacific
The
Rim.
hater isn't here to
Pacific Rim.
hate, so.
Yeah, exactly.
He's playing FIFA.
Yeah.
Not that Star Trek isn't a good movie. Star Trek's amazing as a movie, but it's stuff that you've already seen. Pacific Rim is stuff that you haven't seen before. It's amazing action, way better than Superman. I'm sorry, it's a great movie.
With that said, another verses that we're gonna do that we've done before, but we're gonna ask again. We have new people on the team. Tell us who is your favorite reviewer, because we would love to know. We would love to know. And don't hate. Don't hate, because then you'll be at home playing FIFA too. We'll talk about you.
Yep.
Exactly. So is it the B-Man? Is it Crimson Chris? Is it Kryptonite Kyle? Is it Jules True? Is it Sir Warren? Let us know.
Is it Draven the Raven?
Draven the Raven. And
What did we
Jay-
get, Matt? What's his name?
Matt is
Matt Tastic.
Matt Tastic.
And J.
that's
Jonah
Matt
Jesse.
Tastic.
J. Jonah Jesse. Alright guys, but that's us for tonight. We'll see you on the next episode of Weekly RECS. And
Forget high fives. Forget high five.
we're not gonna have five.
No high five. It's time for a weekly Falcon punch to the screen. So.
We're gonna weekly Falcon punch the screen.
Exactly. So
That's awesome. I'm down.
You down?
I'm down.
So what we gotta do is just count down.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna punch the screen.
Let's punch the screen.
3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
Falcon punch.